All right, just playing. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I am going to keep going until I get this plugged in. So I want to show you a couple of things that I just noticed. It comes with a handy dandy little brush to keep you clean. Let me flip this over so you can actually see it. So that's kind of cool. Then it came with, looks like a business card size of super thin aluminum. It says for alignment use. All right, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. We got a service manual, operating manual, and looks like a potential, it doesn't say. So here is my just invoice there. And then let's see what it says. Use 2.5 millimeter Allen key to loosen up the screw, which would be this guy right here. But how do I, okay. I guess I have to lift that up somehow. Okay. After that, put the laser aside. Okay. There's your laser in there. Power off the main power of the truer before taking cutting bit. Okay. So page 1. Not sure what this is for. I'm going to figure it out. But I got a service manual that probably tells me how to fix certain things, factory settings, and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay. But the operating manual, is this a missing page? Main features, alignment blocks. So again, all right. So this is what I think about what unboxing videos are for, to kind of give you a feedback of first impressions and what that. So a couple things. Smart Workshop. What the heck is this for? No idea. Right? Because it says use an Allen key, power off the main power before taking out the bit. Follow the installation as shown in the figure below to install the carbide cutter blade. It says top service, left and right. Upgrade the latest software according to the service manual instruction. Use software version 1.7. Now, the kicker is, are they going to require an old VGA output, and how are they going to do it? That's going to be something I'd like to know. I'm a Mac guy, so hopefully I can figure something out. Upgrade to the latest service manual, reset the truer, and key in the carbide blade length. 19 millimeters according to service manual instructions. Refer to 1.1 to 1.4.3. Power on the truer. The cutting bit block will be back to the home position. Please take note that you need to calibrate the truer after changing the cutting bit. So I'm guessing, now that I'm reading this is actually to change the carbide cutting bit, which it comes with, okay? I didn't order one. I thought about ordering one because, hey, you know what? What if something happens, this breaks? I need one down the future. I don't have to pay for shipping. I was already spending enough, so I didn't. I probably should have. But again, what this, because again, the carbide's in there. So, I mean, I'm assuming that's what it's for. So it's about installing it, because there's pictures, as you can see here. Looks like there's pictures of the carbide, right, and lasers, and there's the carbide. So, Smart Workshop. Put a title on this. What's this for? Okay? Good stuff. I mean, great pictures. Fairly decent explanation. Do I need to do it now? Is it for when I'm changing the carbide bit? Not sure. Oh yeah, it came with 2 little fuses. All right, an operating manual. Let's take a look. So it's got a lot of warnings right here. It's got read and save these instructions. All right, so the first page talks about what it comes with, right? And then main features. The main features is pretty much stuff that will tell you on the website. Actually does give you the dimensions as well. All right, then, all right. So they jump right into, and this is the first thing you read, where there is locking on X or Y axial block. Please refer to the following operation guide to fix it. And it's showing a picture of this. Like that, right? Yep, that's the first one shown. Like when there is locking on X or Y axial block. Well, first, what is the X and Y axial block? Okay. and there's locking. Okay. I might be an idiot. I'm not sure what they're referring to. Use 2.5, turning the X axle. So I'm unscrewing something, but there's no screws over here. Wait, hold on. No. Okay. Turning the XY. Again, it's right above the smart truer. All right, I want to show y'all something. Unless it's on this side, but the pictures are showing it's wrong. Okay. Now, they know they've made some upgrades, but I want y'all to see something. It says turning the X axial, right? It says right here. And it's showing a picture of a screw right above they actually even zoom in to the tire truer, right? Or this little, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a picture of this guy, but with no screw. So this is telling me this is probably the first gen, right, that they've had, right? But they haven't quite upgraded, and maybe this looked a little bit different. But again, how the heck do you use it? All right, blah, 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 during manual operation. I don't want manual operation. Equipment guidelines. All right, so, okay, so it talks about don't remove the stopper from the original position, which is this guy, okay? So there's a stopper. Actually, obviously, it's going to stop the cutting bit from coming back. Yeah, so this is a spare cutting bit compartment. Okay, so there is a spot if you wanted to have a spare place to keep your carbide cutting bit. They actually have a cool little spot to put that there. Again, they're just showing me all diagrams. Here we go, model 1 to 4 setting instructions. Again, Smart Workshop, right? You don't have like a table of contents that says, hey, what you're looking at. Number 2 is you jump into, right, something that's pretty confusing. Okay, now I'm sure I'm going to pick this up. But first things first, love, love, love. This is absolutely stunning. I am super bummed I don't have my power supply available at the moment, and I don't think, anyways. But what is this, right? And then it goes into all the features. Again, this should be probably at the beginning, not in the middle after another set of instructions. And then you jump into the setting instructions. So what I would recommend is, hey, a quick guide. How to use this right from the beginning, plug it in, use the power supply, boom, 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 power it up. At that point, what you'll need to do is calibrate it this, and then you start going into, because right now you're just going into how do I use the computer, the little touchscreen, which is awesome. But again, I'm going to have to kind of wade through figuring out how to actually use this. And so again, we are not recommending to use. So again, it's kind of tells me how to set it all up. Okay, and it's going to tell me to set it up. Really cool features about camber and the rounding. More settings. Okay, now it's getting like 2.2.1, 2.2.2, 2.2.3, 2.3. Okay, so and then they actually got a 2.1.2.1. Again, just from a instruction manual standpoint, I know what they're doing. It's like a stair step, but just looks odd. Press D1 flashing cursor, press exit, press home icon, press camber. So it's just showing you how to do it. Press tire length, auto mode, right? Press mode, press exit, manual mode, the correct art radius value, prepare measurement tool to the thickness of the foam. So it's going to actually tell you, how to do it. And then mega load installation instructions. Upgrade the firmware. All right. This looks like we might need the VGA. All right. So insert CD into your computer drive. Mega load installation instructions. Okay. Number 1, what's a mega load? Right. You might want to tell us that, Smart Workshop. Number 2 is, I don't know how many of you guys have a CD. I don't have any CDB. I don't think a new computer of any kind has a CD. I'm sure you can download it, right? and it doesn't, and it starts to talk about Microsoft. I see pictures right here of Microsoft, so I can clearly tell it's Windows. If you're not someone that's halfway computer savvy, you're going to go, what in the world? Again, we talk about a CD, and then you got to connect a USB serial. Okay, so upgrade the firmware. Turn off the machine and connect the serial port on the back of the machine to your PC via serial data cable. Right. So something to consider is you need to have a Windows unit or access to a Windows PC or laptop to upgrade this. So you first power off. Open the megaload.net software on your computer, set the following settings. So I'm assuming if we go to their website, we probably can find it. It's going to tell you through that. But again, number one, no CD. Okay. Even if you had a CD, where do you go to do it? So let's go to the service manual, see what else is going on there. It's about resetting things. Below is the method of changing cutting bit. Calibration. And protect the, okay. So again, it is more about servicing that. So first impressions, it's gorgeous. Second, I'm probably was so excited I didn't realize I needed the power supply. You need that. Phenomenal job on packaging. I know this thing, if this thing is messed up, it's because it was dropped from a very high range and the box does not show that. So it looks like it's going to be good, number one. Number two is, again, need the power supply and then a jack to do that, right? So you're going to need something to go into your power supply, and then two, I guess, males to go in power supply, and another two males to go into your the smart tire chewer. So there's that. Number two is the instruction manual is lacking tremendously. Okay, they are based out of Hong Kong. I have a feeling that's probably part of it is the language barrier, putting in English. I'm more than happy to help you, Smart Workshop. Okay, might give me a free carbide bit. I'd help you out. But the pictures are great. The cool thing is you're doing a lot of good graphics. It's just not, what do you do with it? I mean, you jump in with this piece of paper, and to me it's like a quick start guide, and there's still no idea what this is for until you read the whole thing. All right. So I am impressed with the machine. I am underwhelmed with the instructions, as well as not realizing that it needs a power supply. That is my bad, though. I bet it says somewhere on the website. If it does not, I'm going to look, and when I plug this thing and try it out, I'm going to tell you, because I don't remember seeing that. I just assumed, and you know what happens when you assume. All right. Now, all right, so this is part two. Part three will probably be booting it up, and as well as cutting some tires. So pretty cool stuff so far. All right, see y'all.